Hi everybody, this is Susie and welcome to another Wild Orchid Crafts video on behalf of the Wild Bunch. I know I've been kind of MIA lately and I'm slowly coming back for now, but I just wanted to share a little something that I made with you. I actually made a fabric project and wanted to share with you all how you can use small embellishments from Wild Orchid Crafts to accent your projects. It doesn't necessarily have to be everything all the same type of flowers. So with that said, I'd like to share with you this really pretty shabby looking journal that I created. The reason why that I made this is because I really needed something to write in, and I'm using my laptop here, so I'm trying to make sure I'm in picture. This was really, I had a lot of fun making this actually, and I'm going to share with you exactly what I had done, and you can probably make one for yourself. I know that there are so many amazing designers out there who make these fantastic journals. But with me in mind, I spent so much time making a cover that I really don't want to throw it away when it's done. So I had this little bit of an idea to make a large one because that's exactly what I needed, and I'm going to tell you what I did. What I have here are two pieces of chipboard, one on the front and one on the back. And I took a piece of muslin and I lined the chipboard back and front, and then basically only designed the front of it. And on top of the muslin I put a piece of lace, and then on top of the cream colored lace I put a piece of stray like a mauve pale pinkish kind of color lace, and I just let it fall on there. I didn't want to design this where it would be so stiff. And so with that said, basically I've been kind of in bed for a while. So I made these flowers, which are muslin fabric, that the flat twisted rose, and also this twisted rosette, which has a little bit more height to it, and you can see that on the sides as opposed to this one, which is flat. And then I made this really pretty rose, which I have a tutorial on YouTube on that one. You can find that if you're interested in learning how to make one of those. That's actually the easiest and my favorite flower to make. And these three flowers are all hand sewn, and I just put a couple of pearls in the center. And I also have like a rayon fabric one over here that I twisted and made with some scrap fabric that I had. And just looking all around this, what I used here was the Wild Orchid Craft pearls for accent. I use these beautiful large shooting pearls that are in the wedding section on the wildorchidcrafts.com website. I use those in the center to give this a very soft and relaxed and sexy kind of sloppy-ish look in a way, but it's extremely neat. I use these pearls and also these really pretty Wild Orchid Crafts seam binding, which has a little bit of a shimmer to it. And the color that I used here is not pink or cream. It was more in the taupey brownish beige family. Why I use that color, I have no idea. But I just had it in hand and decided to use that. And I wanted some very small flowers to accent the vintage laces along with the cream colored rosettes that I created. So I decided to use some very small roses to just give a little bit of an accent, along with these really pretty flat back pearls in white, which kind of brightened up against the cream, and I liked how that looked with other buttons and notions that are around. And as you can see over here, I have the Wild Orchid Craft flowers again with the flat back pearls, and I also put some, it's almost like a pinky beige kind of feathers behind this, and some more vintage lace in the cream, some gold buttons and all from the batches of buttons that my husband had gotten me. And holding this, I have the binder rings that I used, which you can buy in any craft store or in any office supply store. I had gotten these It was about 10 of them for $2.99 in Staples. And so opening this, I don't know if you guys remember me telling you, my husband was walking by a store that was going out of business, and they threw out a bunch of these lightweight chipboards. So that's what I used, and then I used my crocodile and poked 2 holes in there. I did not use the eyelets because I just didn't have it with me at the moment. I actually made this in bed. And I decided to use these large index cards that my husband had bought in outdoor flea market. The package was completely filthy and very old looking, and I really didn't think the cards were going to look brand new inside, but they did. So I have about 100 cards here, and what I like about this is once I finish using this, writing notes down or whatever I'm going to be using it for, once I don't need those pages anymore, and I can just simply open up the binder rings and shred them or throw them away, and I can refill the book once again to use the really pretty book for my my project. And why does the phone have to ring just when I'm about to go ahead and one moment. Why does it have to ring just as I'm explaining this to you? So anyway, coming towards the very end of this video, I have these pages in here that are tied with the Wild Orchid Crafts seam binding. I'm not sure if the color is Oloroso, but it'll be posted in the drop-down box below, and you'll be able to find out what colors and flowers that I've used so that you can go ahead and get some for yourself. And this was just really some kind of a tie-up for privacy, but I just may tie it in a bow and just let it hang. What happened was I poked these holes here and I didn't need to, so I was going to tie this and just pull it and then tie it around here in the front and use the boot as a closure, but it's not going to work out. I may just put some kind of a button or poke a hole with something very sturdy and use some E6000 to hold the ribbon on, but right now that's really not important at all. So if you haven't been to the Wild Orchid Crafts website, the website is www.wildorchidcrafts.com, and this goes to show you that any project that you go ahead and make that's personalized with all of the items that you create on your own, you can go ahead and use the items from Wild Orchid Crafts, which can be as simple small flowers all the way to really beautiful flat back pearls with small little dots around them as an accent, all the way down to these gorgeous shooting pearls. Look at those. Those are absolutely fabulous. They're my favorite. Down to these really simple white pearls on a strand that can accent any project. You can put them all the way around the book, but I chose to gather them up in pieces and have them hang down beneath, and also the seam binding, simply tying a bow and having it hang there looking so elegant and so lovely. And as you can see, the Wild Orchid Crafts seam binding here in this beige color is just absolutely beautiful, along with some of the other gorgeous Wild Orchid Crafts vintage seam bindings that we carry over at the website. So go on over and check it out. And I hope that all of you like this book and that you enjoyed seeing what I've made as much as I've enjoyed making it. And that's basically it, you guys. So don't forget to go on over to the website. We have a whole new collection of mixed combined flowers. They're not just all the same anymore. There are packages that have several different flower styles in them with combinations of colors. So go on and check it out. Have a nice time shopping. And you can also go on over to our Wild Orchid Crafts channel on Facebook to see the latest designer items that have come out along with their videos, and some giveaways that we may have from time to time. And you can go to my blog, susiecrafter10.blogspot.com, which has not been updated yet, but will be this week. So I hope that you can stay tuned, and thanks so much for coming on in today. And there'll be some still life photos at the very end of this project, so you can check out a couple of photos at the very end of the video. Okay, thanks all for stopping by, and have a great day.